Hoi allemaal, welkom terug op mijn kanaal. Vandaag wie bent. We're getting back into tutorial number 11 with this Pat McGrath Sunlit Seduction eyeshadow palette. I mean, 11 tutorials. Did I say 10 or 11? I meant 11. If I said 10, my bad. I think I did. But first and foremost, we will prep the eyes and prime the eyes because priming the eyes is very essential to every eyeshadow look. In my personal humble opinion. So tutorial number 10, I did a what was the main focus? Astral pink. No, it was an all matte eyeshadow look, which inspired me to do this look because, like I said, that nude rose was really giving me a lot of ideas. But I think for this look, I am actually going to, I gotta make sure they're like somewhat related. I'm going to maybe use nude rose as a blush again because I kind of want like a very blown out look. But we shall see, because like I said, I have an idea in my mind, but sometimes to execute it with my eyelids, with the real estate I have at times, on these eyelids, no bueno, niet goed, niet leuk. Zeg maar. Gotta make sure it's all prepped and down. But yes, tutorial number 11, really excited about this, that I got this far. I'm starting to understand the color story a little bit more better. It's still too warm for me, like it's just so boring. But if this is your first warm eyeshadow palette, of course you have 11 tutorials that you could go from. But without further ado, we're gonna kind of do the main 3 steps like the last one. So first and foremost, we'll go into the Skin Tense Radiance for the brow bone. Now from the Skin Tense Skin Show, was it the other motherships? I think they were Skin Show, but now we're going into Skin Tense. Not too sure what this whole era is about, but in 2024 they did not release a Mothership, which was quite interesting to say the least. I mean, I'm not too sure what the brand is going through. A revamp, like ik weet het niet, maar we shall see. Next, I'm gonna go in with the blush brush, and I'm gonna dip into, no, let's do the one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I think this is their highlighter brush, but I like to use it for shadow and blush. But we are gonna just go ahead and use this to really just blow this out because I want like a good old 80s crazed type of moment. So I'm putting this kind of higher than my crease, and then hopes. Because I don't know if I want to use Vermilion Extreme. You know what? We are gonna go into Bad Habit for the, ooh, let's get right up in there also. For the eggplant, for their, was it the Bronze Seduction Extreme Aubergine moment is kind of what I'm gonna get into. Ooh. Let's just be like creative and blur outside of the lines, you know what I mean? Perfect. Let's do an avant-garde. Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? By the way, my Dutch is still horrible. Been here for 4 years in the Netherlands. Like I said, this tutorial is being shot now. Next week is Christmas, so this is, ooh, sorry. Just blowing you away already with all this craziness. But I am getting there. 2025 is my goal to start using more Dutch regardless, to get my mouth acquainted and used to saying things. Maar we shall see. Next, I'm gonna go with a fluffy brush, and we're gonna dip into, what is it? Sienna Mystique, yes. And we're gonna use that for Z crease to just add depth, basically. It is like so overcast, and this Saturday actually is the winter solstice. So apparently the sun will rise about 8:51 or 9:51, and then it will set at 3:51-ish, 4 o'clock Dutch time, Netherlands time, which is a no bueno. This is always the hardest time of the year. It's the most magical time of the year for me, but also the hardest because of the darkness. Gotta deal with myself. But just really creating that depth into the crease to really not accentuate, but to cut the crease, I guess you could say. Because I got to do this one, and if I'm still in the mood to do another tutorial, then I'll do that one, which will be 12. And then I still got to go sporten. Ik ga naar sporten before werken. All right, there we go. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. Now, for the main event. Astral Pink Fetish on Z-lid. Oof. Girl. Okay, now this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, with that nude rose, it really brings out more of the pink undertone with this, which is gorgeous. Oh my word. And of course, just like liquid gold. It kind of just goes all over the place, doesn't it? Look at that, it's just so beautiful on so many levels. But, yes, here for it. Let me go get where is it? I gotta remember where I put it. What was that? A moment. Found it. So it's the Bad Habit Cult Mania color eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use this shade Insomnia, which is the dupe for the Extreme Aubergine. Going in with a fluffy brush. Oh, Delirium is also really nice. Look at that. Insomnia with a liner brush. Just cause I'm so over Extreme Vermilion Dusk. But I do feel like if I want this to be more intense, a black eyeshadow will be quite... See what I'm talking about? Of how much this completely changes the look. Now by using the Insomnia, this deep aubergine, it really allows the pinkness of this look to really shine, where the Extreme Vermilion Dusk really brings out more of that warmth, which I'm so bored of right now. But this will just give you an idea of why I wish this was the color they put in rather than Extreme Vermilion Dusk. I just think this shade really takes this palette to a whole different level. Because it's still semi-warm, it's like a neutral. And who doesn't like a good purple with some pinks? Boom, boom basil. See what I'm talking about? But the fact that it is not made in Italy, it's not layering too well with the other products, whereas with the Pat McGrath ones, they layer very well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a moment, because this is, ooh, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Extreme Aubergine should have been, I would not have mine if it was a repeat shade, because I still want Bronze Seduction, mainly because of Extreme Aubergine. That's about it, not gonna lie. But I do think this color does play well, very well with this palette, to be quite honest. Oh God, like it just really takes it to a whole new dimension. Oh, it's starting to get brighter. All right. That is where we are at. So, tutorial number 11. And I'm gonna use the Nude Rose as blush. So I just want that Nude Rose to carry from here into the temples, you know, avant-garde-ish. But I am gonna continue to use the Your Skin Glow Forever in 3 and 4 to kind of get my shade. Forever Skin Glow 3N and 4N, I will do a vandaag. Ik wil doen vandaag. Ik denk. So I also learn ik denk het is I think so, and volgens mij is also I think. See how confusing this is? Like, learning Dutch is not easy, that is for sure. But I'm starting to I can understand it for the most part if they speak langzaam, if they praten, if zij praten langzaam, dat ik het snap ik, or ik het doen snap ik. Ik weet het niet, maar jezus. But anyways, this is not about Dutch. This is about this eyeshadow look, but I just love how this is a lot more pink. Oh, like it's warm. You get like that warm coral. This Extreme Aubergine should have been the color, the dark color, the deepened color. For sure, because this is everything I wanted and more. So if you have a Bronze Seduction, I do think this, maybe even combining Bronze Seduction with this palette is actually, ooh. No, I'm not gonna buy a Bronze Seduction just to do a collaboration. I have so many palettes. 2025, I'm not buying anymore. I really, really want Mothership 1. But this is the Mystique, Cult Mystics. I did do a look with the blue before, and it was actually quite stunning. My Bronze Seduction, for the most part. But anyways, I'm gonna do the rest of my face, and you guys will see the final look in a moment. Here is the final look of tutorial number 11, palette focus of the Pat McGrath Seduction. This I really do like. I'm really, really enjoying this. I need to put something on my lips. I think I'll just go ahead and do the good old Opulus lip gloss in Pale Fire Nectar. Cause why not? And I just love, this lip gloss has lasted me with quite a bit of tutorials, that's for sure. But yes, tutorial number 11, Sunlit Seduction by Pat McGrath. Look at that, that is gorgeous. We just Skin Tense Radiance with a Nude Rose, Sienna Mystique, and the Astral Pink Fetish all over, like to give it that moment, and it is having a moment, that is for sure. But also, the Insomnia, aka Extreme Aubergine, really gave this a different type of tone, which I love. So yeah, Under Eye Correctors, Flash Luminizer by Dior 003, Magic Vanish by Charlotte Tilbury, number 2, Beautiful Skin Radiance 6.5 and 8.5 mixed together. I think I might get 7.5 eventually soon. Yeah, foundations 3N, 4N Skin Glow. No highlighter. I'm just letting the skin, the foundation itself really shine through. Bronzer is Tinseltown. Is that what it's called? Tinseltown. Which is gonna be here. I only did the bronzer there to just give a little bit of a shape. Blush is Nude Rose mixed with Hold Your Man is what I did. This one from the NARS Face Palette. Face and Eye Palette number 2. That is literally all I use for, and the blush just really ties everything in together. I mean, look at that. That is just so nice. Brows are still the Benefit, going strong with the, what is this thing called? Brow Styler, and I do number 6 for the tutorials and looks, just so it's a little bit more intense. But yeah, if you guys want to see the final looks, final edits and stuff, obviously go to my Instagram page. My TikTok is available as well. Oh, and I set the face with the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Just brought it up to the temples is really all I did. Setting the face, I went ahead and medium 10. This was it, medium to deep, and I went ahead and used the blurring for all over setting the face. And for the under eye, I went into light medium with the blurring to blur the under eyes, obviously. You saw me put on the gloss. But yeah, I really love this. I hope you guys are enjoying this palette focus tutorial just as much as I am. Now I need to take pictures, and I need to go to the gym. I will see you guys at the next video.